So I'm just getting the old airbox and air filter out. I only just serviced this, so this is pretty good. But there wasn't much holding in the airbox, to be honest. Down here, I don't even know what this is for, but you can't even see it because it's too dark. And this thing is meant to be attached to the airbox, and it was holding on with hopes and dreams because it just needed a good old tug, and she was free. So that's the bottom part of the airbox out. It's just 3 bolts that go in and hold it in place. So pretty easy stuff. And yeah, this is pretty much where the pod filter is going to sit. So we want to clean this area up as well. And then we've just got one pipe going to the rocker cover, and then we also have, I think there's meant to be another pipe somewhere. Obviously, there's the intake into the throttle body, but yeah, I'm not really sure what this second piping is that they provided us with. There's like an outlet as well for it in this kit. So I don't know. We've also got this for the airflow sensor, but other than that, I think we're just gonna have a play around. Perhaps because, I'm sorry if you can't see this, but perhaps because this intake pipe hose has another outlet here going into this little box thing. I don't know what this is for, but I have a feeling it might for some reason be a connection for whatever that connects to. So we're gonna find out. All right, so it's out. Still don't know what it is. Like I said, there is an inlet going into this thing. There's also a little thing there that holds the throttle cable, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know. I'm not sure what that is, and I'm not really too concerned because it doesn't connect to anything else. So right now we've just got a whole lot of room, and we already had plenty of room in this Camry. So we're going to fit this up and just see what happens. So it's in. I have to play around with this wiring a bit because it's sort of in the way, but but for the most part it's in. I don't know how tight that's going to be. I might have to do some dodgy work with a sealer maker, but also this airflow sensor doesn't want to go in there. So what I'm thinking of doing is, because it is, you can see how it's sort of like got these little spikes at the bottom here. I think it's rubbing on them because it's sort of snapping them a bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grind, like, just, you know, with a blade or something, just cut it back a bit just so it can slide in nicely. But yeah, so the dodgy trimming of or shaving back of those little pointy bits on the airflow sensor were fine. They worked great. I've got a crazy migraine right now. But anyway, we're getting there. It's better than having a migraine in bed. What's better than that? Having a migraine, but still working on something that you love doing. So yeah, that's it. I might start it up. Best to give it a test now. Get rid of all these tools and everything. Give it a test now before taking it on the road. Tomorrow we have to get a new oil pressure sensor, and then yeah, and then we gotta get our race helmet in town, and good times. This is the first start with the new air intake. Definitely sucking. I'm gonna check for leaks. keep forgetting I have a throttle here. It is a little inconsistent. It's like making this little sound every now and then. Could just be new noise to me because I've never had an exposed air intake. This is very different. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. If anything, I might need to just run some seal maker around the areas where the clamps or things tighten the thingies. I got too much of a headache to even know what I'm saying right now. Other than that, yeah, now we've got that idle issue. It doesn't idle properly. It can be really hard to notice, but like it just like almost sounds like one of those cars that are really thirsty for fuel, and it's just like whoa, whoa, whoa. Something to do with the throttle body. That's what it sounds like. And damn, she's running rich. You can smell the fuel. That's probably something else I'm gonna have to look into. But that's all I can really do for now. I'm gonna chuck the stock airbox probably in the boot somewhere, or the back seats. That way we can just put it back in, obviously with the tools. So we can just put it back in if I notice any issues on the road. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.